The single most important question you will get asked in every interview you have for the rest of your life is, why do you want to work here? This is one of the most commonly asked questions, and generally speaking, if you don't have an answer to this question that is compelling, you probably won't get the job. It is often used as a tiebreaker between two viable candidates, and that is no different at CVS. In today's video, I'm going to give you 3 great ways to answer this question. That way, you can absolutely blow away the interviewer and increase the likelihood of you getting a job offer. Now, this is video 3 in a 5-part series. So this is the first video you were seeing. Make sure when you're done, you go watch the first 2 videos. And at the very end of this video, I will actually tee up a link right over here on the screen to bring you to the next one in the series. So make sure you watch to the very end and then go to the next video so you can, again, increase your likelihood of getting the job. All right, let's get into it. Now, first things first, whenever you're asked this question, why do you want to work blank? There's a great methodology you can use to answer this question that's going to give you a succinct, efficient, and compelling answer. And that's called the 50-50 rule. And the 50-50 rule states that the first 50% of your answer needs to be about the organization. Why is the organization compelling to you? What is it that they do that makes it so it's a great place for you personally to work? And the second 50%, well, that needs to be about the position and why it's a good fit for you right now in your career. Now, I'm going to give you 3 different answers you can use. Make sure you watch all 3 because you want to pick the one that resonates most with you. You want it to sound authentic. They need to hear it in your voice that you actually mean it. So listen to all 3 and just choose whichever one makes the most sense for you. All right, let's get into the first answer. Now, the first answer is the customer experience answer. And basically, when you use this answer, you're going to tell them that it is your experience as a customer, someone who has gone to CVS for some time, and that you resonate with the brand just from an experience standpoint that makes you want to pursue the role. That's what you're going to use. So this is the first answer. It might sound something like this. All right, Ben, why do you want to work at CVS? Well, that's a great question. And there's a lot of reasons why I might want to work at a company like CVS, but CVS specifically has been somewhere I've shopped for years. And whenever I've gone in there for whatever it is I've needed, whether it's for a vaccine or whether it was for a product, I've always felt like there was great customer service and I've had a great experience. And it makes me feel like that's the type of place that I've wanted to be as a consumer, and I'd like to be there as an employee so I can give others the same great experience that I've had as a shopper. Additionally, I feel like this is a really great fit for my skills and experience because I've been doing blank. And then you would go off into telling them why you'd be a good fit. This is the most basic way to answer this. It's just basically saying, I've always had a great experience, and that is what is drawing me to your brand. All right, let's get into the next one. Now, the next answer is the environmental sustainability answer. Now, you can go to their website and they'll show you things like this and you can read into it further. So feel free to go and check that out afterwards, read through it, maybe put together your own answer. But basically here, what you're going to do is you're going to share with them that the reason you're compelled to pursue an opportunity with them is because of the good work they are doing on environmental sustainability. So again, you can go to their website and you can go to the About Us, the Impact section, and read about that. But let me give you an example of what that might sound like. All right, Ben, why do you want to work at CVS? Well, that's a great question. There's a lot of reasons why CVS is compelling to me, but specifically while I was doing my research for this interview, I learned about everything CVS is doing from an environmental impact standpoint. And sustainability is incredibly important to me. So seeing the different benchmarks and the updates of what CVS is doing to contribute to being a responsible corporate citizen, that really resonated with me. I love seeing that, and that's exactly the type of brand that I would like to work with. In addition, I also feel like it's a really good fit for my background and experience. I've been in customer service for the last 5 years, so I've been in customer-facing roles for most of my career, and I really enjoy interacting with people, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then you can go on to specifically tell them why it's a good fit for you and the role that you're interviewing for. Let's get to the next one. Now, the next answer is the values answer. And this is basically where you're going to say that you're interested in pursuing a role with them because one of their values really hits home with you. Now, you can go to their website and you can find the value that makes sense, but I love put people first. Put people first is a great value. They're talking about both their customers and the people who work in their stores, and that is awesome. So it's an easy one for you to use to tell them, hey, this is why I'm interested in the job. So it would sound something like this. Ben, why do you want to work for CVS? Well, that's a great question. There are actually several reasons why I'm interested in working for CVS, but one of the things that really stood out to me is your company's core values. Specifically, we put people first. I loved reading that. As a person, who's looking for a new job, I want to work for a place where they value people, both the customer and the associates who work for the store. So seeing that on your website was incredibly motivating to me. Additionally, I feel like I'd be a great fit because of blank. And then you go on to tell them why you'd be a good fit. Now, it is really important to be able to answer this question, but it's also really important to have great questions, which is why I made this video here. This video here is going to give you 5 different questions you can ask at the end of your interview to not only get great information, but to impress the person interviewing. Not enough people, not enough candidates actually do a good job at this. But if you ask great questions, you will absolutely stand out as a great candidate. So I'm done here, but I'll see you over there.